there for us.
In Washington, the US President Joe Biden has condemned his predecessor Donald Trump during a speech to mark the first anniversary of the storming of Congress.
He said the former president spread a web of lies that led to the mob. 5 people died in the attack, including a police officer. Nomia Iqbal has more.
Prayer vigils were held in the dark for people to remember a day of shock and resilience. Lawmakers spent the anniversary sharing testimonials about where they were in those chaotic hours that shocked the world.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength.
Last year's riots are still staggering to see. People loyal to Donald Trump tried to overthrow the election he lost. His supporters marched from his rally and made their way inside the Capitol as Congress was in session to confirm Joe Biden's victory. The attack lasted for hours. 5 people died, including a police officer. Nearly 140 security officials were injured. A year on, and a minute's silence was held inside the same building that came under attack. President Biden gave an impassioned speech, saying the mob held a dagger at the throat of American democracy due to the lies spread by Donald Trump.
They didn't come here out of patriotism or principle. They came here in rage, not in service of America, but rather in service of one man.
Throughout his presidency, he has avoided talking about Mr. Trump, but not this time, though he never used his name.
Because he sees his own interest as more important than his country's interest, than America's interest. And because his bruised ego matters more to him than our democracy or our Constitution. He can't accept he lost.
Since that day, hundreds of people have been arrested, and a commission is underway to get to the bottom of what happened. But rather than a crisis pulling the nation together, the divisions have deepened. Senior Republicans condemned the attack at the time, but most refused to impeach Donald Trump for it when they had the chance. Many still see his support as invaluable for upcoming elections. Even on the anniversary, only 2 Republicans showed up for the minute silence. What happened here on January the 6th last year has pushed Americans even further apart. The majority of Republican voters still falsely believe the election was stolen. President Biden's big theme has always been unity, but it rings hollow in a country that disagrees on how to define an attack that almost broke its democracy. Nomia Iqbal, BBC News, Washington.